Hello to my Virgos. All right, Virgos. Happy weekend to everybody. And if you celebrate Easter, happy Easter to everyone. Let's get into it. This reading is for the 20th of April through the 27th/28th-ish, around that. So let's get into it. Let's get right into it. Sending lots of love and light to everyone. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see what's in your cards. Talking to you, every Virgo is in your birth chart. Sixth housers. Let's go. All right, talking to you wherever Virgo is in your birth chart. We had a, for those of you all who follow the moon phases, we had a full pink moon in Libra. Libra rules seventh house. Libra rules seventh house. All right. So make sure you have a healthy work-life balance. Healthy work-life balance. Venus is ruled by Venus, the goddess of love, pleasure, art, music, aesthetics. So make sure you're living a healthy work-life balance. Let's get right into it. Let's get into it. Let's see what's in your cards. Today is a great day. That's right. Decree and declare. Today is a great day. I don't know where you are in the world, but decree and declare that it's a great day wherever you are. Wherever you are in life. Say it is a great day. Talking to you wherever Virgo is in your birth chart. All right, you rule sixth house. Sixth house is all about health, work habits, daily routines, fitness, pets, service to others, your diet, your spiritual practices. So yeah, today is a great day. Today is a great day. 401 revive. It's your time to shine. So your angels need you to know that the light is shining on you now. It's time to take that chance, speak up for yourself, and go for that thing you've been wanting to do but haven't yet. You have a window of opportunity, and your angels are giving you the go-ahead to put some effort forth to get this done. Right now, take a power walk, sing your favorite song, or have a solo dance party. Get the energy moving immediately to take things to the next level. So yeah, somebody's closing out a cycle and beginning something new. You're adding some structure operating from your heart space. We see this pink right here connecting us with heart chakra, right? So somebody's definitely operating from a heart space. Love. Operating in a frequency of agape love. When we talk about the heart chakra, I did put something up on on my Instagram, up on my community page for YouTube Shorts, and then also on TikTok, like how to cleanse your auric layer or your aura. Same thing, auric layers, 7 auric layers for your aura, how to cleanse them. So when you're embarking on a whole new journey, you're about to enter into another one, and you're trying to balance things out with your air, and operate in a spirit of love, and decreeing and declaring that today is a great day. You're speaking it into existence, and that's what you want to come back to you, and just raising, your frequency. You want that to come back to you. Just in a good heart space, right? In a good heart space. You versus you, trying to be more conservative with your time. Just trying to be conservative with your time. Right? Right. Learning how to save yourself. Learning how to save yourself. Right? Trying to live a softer life. Just learning how to live a softer life. Yeah. Here we have the page of swords here. Whatever anxiety you may have been having about something, you are, that's coming to an end very soon. You have a lot of great ideas. You're getting a message coming to you. Here we have the page of pentacles here. Somebody feels like they have a whole new lease on life. And, like I said, somebody feels like they have a whole new lease on life. So today's a great day. But somebody may have expressed, some feelings. Somebody may have said that to you. You may have expressed that to someone else. Somebody may have expressed that to you, that they feel like they have a whole new lease on life. But again, the energy you put out into the universe may come back to you. I keep telling people that there is no um, you don't have to create friction out here. Everyone has a purpose in this life. The Creator created everyone for a purpose in each other's lives. But when you go through life feeling like everybody is your competition, your manager is your competition, your colleague sitting next to you is a competition, this person is competition. If you're a step parent or grandparent, the other parent, the sibling, the cousin, the other family member, competition, the previous employer, the previous employee, competition, all of this, it's a waste of energy and time. Give people an opportunity to tell you how much they appreciate you. Give people an opportunity to tell you how much they appreciate you, and know that there's somebody that poured into them, that plays some role in them telling you how much they appreciate you. Somebody impacted that energy, right? Give people an opportunity to process their emotions and feelings, right? To help you to feel like you have a whole new lease on life. There is no competition. Some role you may have played in people's lives, give people an opportunity to be an open book with you without feeling like they're walking on eggshells. It's like you give people, so something may have given you some moment of time to shine. So, yeah, here we have the Ace of Pentacles. So somebody feels like a new sense of worth. This is you. You could feel like you have this whole new sense of worth. But you got to give, just like you want people to give you a chance to process and that's your moon sign. So, for instance, if your moon sign is fire, that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you may automatically feel like it's something that's opposing in order to create some kind of friction or spark until you learn how to use your fire, because that's a lower chakra. Or if it's water, they may be like murky waters, or like it may be unclear waters in terms of like emotions, right? Or if it's earth, right? You may feel like there's something buried underneath. That's in terms of like the physical realm. Those are lower chakras, right? So by the time we get to heart chakra, head and heart may be at war with each other, and just like somebody communicating their thoughts, head and heart, with you, it may be hard for you to make the connection with how someone, if they feel like they're holding something close to themselves, like it may take somebody time. This is time. It could be you and somebody may have that in common, right? So even if your sun sign, in this instance right here, is Earth, you and somebody could be an Earth sign. Like you're Virgo, somebody else could be Taurus, also Capricorn. You and somebody could be Earth signs. But if your moon signs are different, right? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, somebody else could be other Earth signs. Somebody could be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, moon. That could be their moon sign. If their moon sign could be fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Moon sign could be earth signs. We already said earth signs. It could be water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It could be air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. It could also be what else we got left here? We already said fire. What would be the other one? We already said all the other ones, right? Whatever it is, whatever people need to take their time to let you know, as far as love is concerned, it may take people a minute to process, just like it may take you time to process. That's the whole point of, like I said before, knowing your worth and knowing your value, in people's lives, right? So when you say today is a great day, what you put out into the universe, coming back, this is going to help you live a healthy work-life balance. You're going to get back what you put out, right? So with Source is trying to help somebody see, like, as far as this is concerned, when we got money, somebody has money coming across their path and feeling like a whole new lease on life is because what somebody has learned how to do is be patient. Like in the workplace, somebody could be getting a raise in the workplace because somebody has learned how to go home, get some rest, and say, okay, I'm going to start setting some intentions. Today is a great day. I'm going to start. That's how somebody learn how to save themselves. They're not waiting for somebody else to save them. Am I going to get a raise? Am I going to get a raise? And I could be talking to somebody who has a moon in Virgo. I love somebody starts saying, I love my job. I love my job. I love you to talk yourself. I love my job. I love my job. So I'm going to write down the things I love about my job. I'm going to write them down. Write down what I love about my job. I got a lot of ideas. I'm going to write down those things. I'm going to present those things. So I'm going to save myself in the workplace, right? All of a sudden, you're getting raised. What I love about my job. I'm going to write down all the things I love about X, Y, and Z. I'm going to present those things, right? I have a lot of ideas. I'm going to write down all the things I love about X, Y, and Z. I'm going to present those things. And that may be the very thing that somebody needed to say, that, something, right? Multiple streams of income. Multiple streams of income. That is how people create multiple streams of income. Financial independence. That is how people create, not by competing and comparing. That's how people save themselves. Not by snuffing out, trying to snuff out the competition. People come home and they sit down, they say, we're going to balance it out. And that's what I'm saying here about being conservative with their time. They got a lot of ideas. Let me see who I can connect with who's going to keep me enlightened about, things that I'm passionate about. Love, operating in the spirit of love. I'm going to vibrate at a higher frequency. Let me make a connection with some energies who love to do what I'd love to do, right? Got a lot of ideas. Let me write these ideas down. Let me get with some people who, who want to talk about those ideas, who are open, like an open book with those ideas. That's who I want to talk with. Somebody who's an open book with those ideas. That's what I want to talk to. People who are open book with those ideas, right? Yeah. So some light's going to come on when I go back in hermit mode. Yeah. Who's an open book with those ideas, right? Here's the Four of Pentacles here. But something feels like home for you. When you go back into hermit mode, you're talking to people who are like an open book with those ideas. So you can toss all that competition and confusion and all that karmic cycle within yourself into a burning bowl. Come out of a depth of emotion with something else, walk away from all of that. Come out of a poisonous environment. Somebody's a snake and all of this. Come out of all of that. Go where you're appreciated and not where you're tolerated. So if you're appreciated with people who are open book with their ideas, that is where you're going. That's where you're going. I mean, it may take a minute for somebody to recognize that you're going where you're appreciated. I say it all the time on my channel, and not where you're not where you're tolerated. So if you're in an office environment and there are people who are like, hey, Virgo, let me share this with you, this with you, this with you, this with you. Not a problem. And you thrive in hermit mode. So when you go back in hermit mode, those people are not, they're antisocial. They don't talk to people. People just recognize, okay, you're a hermit. So what? It's not a threat to them. They know how to tap in. They know how to save themselves. They have a lot of creative ideas. The creator in you is in them. They recognize that you're a hermit. Okay. You'll come out of your shell when you feel like it. You're going back in to create. They're going on about their life and business. Right? Right? They don't see you as competition. They go right into, there's a lot of people like that. A lot of people like that. It feels like home for them. But somebody has new and exuberant love coming across their path, because when you come across other soul mates like that, this is kindred spirits. When you come across kindred spirits, you can toss into a burning bowl. It helps you to toss into a burning bowl other energies, even if you've been around people who have seen you as their competition in the past. You can come out of the depth of emotion of confusion and say, you know what, let me do the sunbathing. Like I said, I posted some information on how to cleanse your own auric layer, because some people go take a bath in the ocean. that salt water, that deep sea salt water. They do a cleansing and go do something, get right under that sunlight, do the cleansing, and feel a lot better. They feel a lot better. That's how they save themselves. They go swimming in the ocean. Come out with tons of ideas. Right? Go where they're appreciated and not where they're tolerated. In the workplace, friendships, other relationships, whatever, they don't become an enemy to themselves by staying in places. And again, to you all's credit, you're a mutable sign. So you're not going with the flow of energies that have shown you that they're your enemies because they're enemy to themselves. You're going where you are appreciated, not where you're tolerated. And enemies to themselves mean that people have unresolved, they're in unresolved issues with themselves. They refuse to do the shadow work themselves. So therefore, it's hard for them to shine a light on what's going to help you because they don't want to shine a light on what's going to help them. It's hard for them to be an open book to anybody. They got to be familiar with who's connected to whom, whose last name is whom, who's working with whom. They got to get all the information before they help somebody, even before they pray for people. So it's like, you want to align yourself with people like that. So you're just doing your own shadow work. You're doing your own shadow work. Yeah. That's how many people have many lives. They've been here many lifetimes. They've been through many lifetimes of having to do the shadow work. They've been here many lifetimes. Been here many lifetimes. They've been through the fire many times to know when to go back into hermit mode. Yeah, so you're going back through your mind. Going back through your mind. Yeah, you're going back through your mind, just through your memory. You're going back through your past lives. Going back through your past lives. You're remembering some things. There are the number 8 right here is a karmic number, which connects us with Scorpio. We're not talking about any Scorpios that you know. But before I turn the camera on, I'm not going to name these two artists. I'm not going to name the two artists because they already have enough, as if artists don't already have enough drama going on already. But it is unfortunate that when people really operate in their purpose, people only want to shine a spotlight on the negativity of energies when people are operating in their north node. But both of these artists get enough negativity. But if you really listen to, and I love lyrics, but if you really listen to because if I say one line of a lyric of one of the artists, y'all will know exactly who I'm talking about. So I'm not gonna say it. You kind of, if you all are just lovers of art in general, I mean really lovers of art, whatever kind of art, you'll kind of know the turning point of when people wake up and they're operating in North Node. You'll know that they've traveled through many lifetimes. They have many lives, like a cat. Like cat has 9 lives, right? You know they've traveled from number 8 to 9, right? That's also a clue for somebody. You'll know when they've broken a karmic cycle because, and they're in 9. Because they have just hit a stride. They've gone into a whole nother stratosphere of an awakening. And they're operating in the spirit of love. They're no longer in head and heart are at war with each other. They literally are operating in the spirit of love. And when you connect with that part of yourself, that's where somebody is. You learn how to, you're in rebirth. You're in rebirth. You're in rebirth. So that's why you can close out a cycle in love and move on. That's why you can be at peace with something. You're not in competition with anybody. You don't have any competition. That's why even if somebody complimented you and it sounded like somebody was comparing you to somebody else, you'll recognize you don't have any competition. You don't have any competition. You never did and you never will. There's no one like you. There's no one like them. And that every day is a great day if you choose. You can rise above the judgment that's operating in the flesh. This is the outermost planet right here. This is Pluto. This is generational. You've broken a generational curse. You'll start to notice that when you break generational curses, that's when people really, really start to be under attack. When you stop being afraid to break a generational cycle chain or curse is when you're really, really under attack. You've broken some kind of a generational curse and decided to love. But something runs real deep. And you've broken through this soil to grow. That's real growth. That's another sign, right? That's another clue. But let's close it out. And that you know the source has your back. You're not looking for somebody else to have your back. Source has your back. Alrighty. Sound healing. 4 and 7 is 11. You've gotten off the fence and stepped into the light. You've gone through enough dark night of the souls to last you enough. You've been through enough lifetimes. You're in the light. There it is. Surrender to the divine. Rose-colored glasses off. See this pink? Number 11. Somebody has the gift of clairaudience. Remember I said earlier, it's two artists. It's actually a married couple that I'm thinking about, but again, I'm not going to say their names. They get enough bad, negative. They have traveled many lifetimes, many lifetimes. Grounded. Many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. Yep. So yeah, when I look at your cards here, there are a lot of people. There are a lot of people who people assume are looking to save them, but sometimes you don't hear that there's no one coming to save you. Already the Savior is within. You can assume because you hear people saying to someone, "Oh, this person, they just looking for somebody to save them. They just want to be a part of something." No. Nope. Duality. Don't lose your vigilance. Don't forget about the dual nature of people. You're an alchemist. All right, but so are a lot of other people. So yeah, so you've risen to a higher frequency, and you've risen above judgment, judging other people and assuming that people are judging you, to go back into your hermit mode. So stay true. The need for validation from others is an illusion. You are not responsible for how others perceive you, but it is your responsibility to stay true to yourself. Stay true to yourself. You're not in competition with anyone. It's you versus you. Always have been, always will be. Only you know that, but now I think you know it a lot better. That is what I have for you. Hopefully this has been helpful. All right, bye.